This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
I'm KJ Wright from the Seattle Seahawks, and you are watching Norb-Cam.
This is Walter Jones, Pro Football Hall of Famer, top 100.
Tyler Lockett from the Seattle Seahawks.
DK Metcalf from
Hey, Burleson, you're watching NorbCam.
NorbCam. You're watching NorbCam.
Hey guys, this is NorbCam coming at you. So if you've been following the Seahawks this season, you know that our offensive line has been, let's just say, a bit of a roller coaster. While Charles Cross has been solid at left tackle, the rest of the line has been a very different story. But there's hope as the Seahawks are bringing back a familiar face to try and patch things up. All right, so let's break it down. Charles Cross is killing it with the highest grade at his position, according to Pro Football Focus. But the rest of the line, not so much. Laken Tomlinson, our left guard, is struggling with a 45.2 pass blocking grade. Center, Connor Williams, isn't very much better at 55.5. And right guard Anthony Bradford as well, the worst, with a 39.6 in pass protection. Now, to make matters worse, our number 1 and number 2 right tackle, Abe Lucas and George Fant, are sidelined with injuries. So this has left us with third string Stone Forsyth, with a really cool name, at right tackle, who's doing okay, but not great. So what's the solution? Enter Jason Peters. Remember that name? The Seahawks recently hosted veteran offensive tackle Jason Peters for our free agent visit. Peters is a 9-time Pro Bowler and future Hall of Famer. Played 8 games for us last season. That's why the name is kind of familiar, right? Mostly at right tackle, but let's be real. He's 42 years old and well past his prime. Last season, he had a 45.1 grade in pass blocking. So why bring Peters back? Well, this is how desperate the Seahawks are for help on the offensive line. With Trent Brown, another potential target, out for the season with a knee injury, our options out there are limited. Offensive coordinator Ryan Grubb might need to get really creative with Geno Smith's pocket to mitigate these issues. So this decimated, underperforming offensive line could be the one thing that holds the Seahawks back from being a legit, deep playoff contender. Now, one thing that is concerning in all this is, where is Christian Haynes? Christian Haynes is the star offensive lineman that the Seahawks drafted. He was supposed to be one of the best linemen coming out of the draft, and yet he's seen more time on the bench than he has on the field. He's been switching time a little bit with Anthony Bradford, but for the most part, it's been Bradford over Haynes, which is a little concerning. Does that mean, is there something wrong with Haynes that he can't go in, or do they consider Haynes to be subpar to Anthony Bradford? And that's the case, with Anthony Bradford being like the worst graded lineman on the Seahawks offensive line. What does that say about Christian Haynes? A little concerning, but maybe that will change. We'll see. But if Abe Lucas can return soon from the PUP list, it could stabilize things. And who knows, maybe Peters can surprise us once again. Now, some other injury, good news and bad news. Now, here's the bad news. Rookie tackle Byron Murphy, who's been killing it so far, may be out for a while with a hamstring injury. And we lost Leonard Williams in the last game as well. Well, we don't know when he's going to be back. So, what's the good news? Well, the good news is we are getting back arguably their best pass rusher, Uchenna Nwosu, who got hurt, in that chop block during the final preseason game. He should be back for this Monday night game against the Lions. And possibly our running back 1, Kenneth Walker Jr. That would be a huge, huge addition if we can get those guys back. So for now, we go into hostile Ford Field, where the Seahawks are going to get a certain taste of their own eardrum-smashing crowd noise when they take on the 2-1 Lions on Monday night. The Lions were 4.5-point favorites earlier in the week, but now it's down to 3.5 points. Favorites at home, which means the odds makers kind of see this as a pretty fairly even matchup. So do you think the Hawks can pull off the upset? Well, if you do, check out BetUS and use the promo code YouTube150, and they'll match 150% on your first deposit and 125% on your next 2, up to $2,000. Void where prohibited. Please gamble responsibly. All right, so what do you think about bringing Jason Peters back, the 40-plus-year-old? Well, what else can the Seahawks do to protect Geno? And what do you think the Seahawks-Lions score will be? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Monday night's going to be a crazy, crazy game, but it's going to be fun. So keep watching right here on NorbCam. See you guys soon. Go Hawks.